My Dress Up Darling deserves more praise. I first heard of My Dress Up Darling from Gigox's video, so someone recommended it to me and now I'm recommending it to you. The Circle of Life, Pass It On. This is one of the best rom-coms to come out of 2022 and I love the story for its simplicity. The co-protagonists are Marin Kitagawa and Gojo Wakana, and I love the message behind this show. Marin is the most popular girl in the class. She's confident, beautiful, and the type of girl that the main character thinks is out of his league. She's a strong-willed, eccentric girl that often outshines her co-protagonist Gojo, but that's kind of normal when it comes to the whole extroverted girlfriend, introverted boyfriend dynamic combo, which in my opinion is the best combo. Marin is not a stereotypical popular mean girl. Marin is a decent human being. She's thoughtful, empathetic, and able to take accountability for her actions, which isn't shown much in female leads. She has this warmth, friendliness, and outgoing nature, but she dislikes overly critical people who judge others based on their interests. Marin accepts people for who they are and is generally a positive influence. She's a vibe basically. Marin has a passion for cosplay and it's her dream to become a professional cosplayer, but there's just one problem. She doesn't have any talent for costume making. This is where our co-protagonist Gojo comes in. By a chance encounter, Marin comes literally flying into his life. Gojo is a genuine hard-working guy that cares for others. He's an introvert who puts his soul into his work and loves to make others happy, but has a very low self-esteem that comes from social trauma. Gojo's dream is to make the perfect Hina doll, like his grandfather, but he hides his dream due to the social trauma and the fear of being judged or embarrassed because of it. To help Marin achieve her dream, Gojo starts making cosplay costumes. With his help, Marin's passion becomes a reality and the joy it brings her is captured seamlessly. This is a wholesome story between two genuine friends who keep trying to uplift each other. Together they are able to create unique and beautiful costumes which show their talent. It makes Gojo happy to make Marin happy. The anime perfectly depicts how two strangers can still show care and consideration for each other to grow a genuine friendship. Now this is a rom-com and I'm not the biggest fan of friendship to relationship routes typically. I think it can be very messy and problematic, but this relationship blossoms gradually in an authentic way, which I can't be mad at considering these two had no idea they'd complement each other so well. Regardless, a romantic relationship is not forced to develop on screen, which in my opinion is closer to reality. Everything feels more natural and smooth. The pair are constantly learning together and growing together, which is so cute. The mutual level of admiration on both sides is evident, and they are constantly helping each other whilst pursuing their own goals, which is something people can often struggle to balance. The anime shows his point of view and her point of view, so you can see a lover boy's perspective and a lover girl's perspective and watch the whole thing develop in 4K, which adds to the immersive experience. This show is mostly wholesome, but is definitely an 18+ show with many scenes bordering hentai. I think this is done intentionally to add more layers to the characters and draws parallels to modern teenagers. Lol, I will not be expanding on that statement. By the end of the show, you can see a noticeable difference in the confidence of the characters, especially when it comes to sharing their passions. The plot is not super detailed or action-filled in any capacity, but the show is very easygoing, enjoyable, and it's different in a good way. It's not one of those deep shows that require a lot of deep thinking like Steins Gate. It has a unique ending that isn't corny and a wholesome message about pursuing your passions. The plot is creative in the way it presents cosplay and explores the dynamic relationship between two very different individuals. They go into detail about cosplay to educate and help others to understand cosplay, why it's so important and loved. The attention to detail gives you insight and enlightenment, so you see cosplay in a different light. It makes you think about things you wouldn't usually notice as a non-cosplayer. I don't remember any crazy plot twist, but this doesn't detract from the story because the plot is very well rounded. The music for the show was good, not the most amazing OSTs, but I wouldn't expect anything over the top for a rom-com. I also think the VAs did a great job portraying the characters. Both characters are incredibly relatable and that explains the success of the anime. The characters feel real, like people you'd meet in real life. They are designed to reflect modern Japanese teenagers, and they do a good job of making them look like people you'd meet in real life. If you're in Japan, oh, if you're in Japan. The animation is smooth and I didn't notice any CGI when I was watching. Overall, the show was one wholesome and immersive experience. I became invested in the different projects they embarked on, and it was a joy to watch them nail each cosplay. After watching My Dress Up Darling, my respect for cosplayers went up, and I was able to get a deeper appreciation of the joy that cosplay brings. If you're into cosplaying or know someone that is, and you're looking for wholesome content to spend some time on, I'd recommend checking this anime out, especially if you're into rom-com. My Dress Up Darling deserves more praise for its message and doing something different. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with my content and if you want to hear more from me. Okay, thank you, bye!